Well, it's another morning. It's Tuesday morning, March 31st. It rained all morning, so I did not get up and out. It is a little bit after 7 right now. And if you can see the front windshield, probably not, it's completely wet. So it rained pretty good last night. It's quite windy now. And we're gonna get dressed, walk down this road. The rain forecast changed my plans for the morning. I was trying to decide whether to go out or not, and I decided against it. I don't know if I'm being a sissy, but the biggest thought in my head was, what do I do with my wet stuff? Right now I don't have a campsite. I'm moving from spot to spot because this is what I got going on anyway. When it rained, I had to keep more stuff in the car. So that's the driver's seat. Across the back, my pillow, front. That's the only clear spot down here for my feet. So I thought, what am I going to do with a bunch of wet clothes? And will they even dry out? So I didn't go out. This wind, I don't know what that's going to do to the birds. I mean, it's not like I've heard one gobble anyway. Yeah, so this is what I was avoiding this morning. Make sure nothing got in there. I stumbled across something kind of neat. We've got a square foundation. All four corners have this thing. Almost looks like it would be some kind of a pulley device. Kind of, sorta. But then this big concrete slab has 4 holes that look like they would fit right on top of each one of those 4. We got a pipe coming out in the middle and what looks like a drain spout over here. It's got a thing that would be at the bottom of maybe your gutters going out on the end. I don't know what that is, but this looks like an earthen dam over here and maybe over here. I'm thinking it was some kind of a well, but that's a lot of concrete. And we're down in a really wet bottom. Like this would be a really wet bottom. Interesting though. If anybody knows, drop a comment down there. I haven't seen or heard a turkey today. I thought by checking the fields, they might want to be out there since it was wet and windy. I got eyes on a good number of acres of field out there. Haven't seen any tracks or anything. If I see anything else related to this thing here, up around the corner here, I'll put that on. So we've got a deliberate dam and kind of a square pond over here. I'm standing on this. We've got a rectangle pond here, 2 smaller rectangles, another rectangle over there, and this bigger one, all on with a dike system around it. The concrete structure is right here. Almost looks like a fish farm to me, but I don't know. Well, I've got 4.9 miles in 6 hours 40 minutes I didn't see a thing, hear a thing, no sign. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a minute, chillax a minute, and then take my bike down the road. I plan on going in the morning so I can lay eyes on it in the daylight. And maybe there's spots along the way that look better than just going all the way to the end. If there's some good looking spots, I'll go in the woods and maybe just sit down a while, a little bit of calling, just see what's going on. Once again, I'm struggling. New state, same struggle. Last night I repaired my bike's tire. I replaced the inner tube. It's really easy, just did it with my fingers. It's a long way from having to crank on them with screwdrivers like when I was a kid. So that went real easy, real well. So I used the bike tonight, got back there real quick, about 1.5 miles, just like that. Got back in there, not a thing, didn't hear a thing, and then was able to come back out. So sometimes that bike comes in really handy, getting in, getting out, not wasting a lot of time and effort. Tonight's dinner is gonna be peanut butter and jelly, sitting here in the baby snowflake in the Durango. Yeah, I did some hard calling at multiple spots on the way out. Nothing, not getting anything. Did a little spot on the little field where I locked my keys in the car, and that block of woods, did a hard call, nothing. I haven't heard a gobble in Mississippi. I think if my fortunes don't change by late morning, I'm going to pick up and move to a different WMA. Just change the scenery. I'm not getting anything here, so can't do any worse. It's Wednesday morning, which makes it April 1st, I believe, and it's about 45 degrees, which feels kind of chilly because that's about 20 degrees colder than any morning has been since I started Florida, Alabama, Mississippi here. So it's feeling pretty cold. I might have to wear my turkey vest just so I can have a place to stash my hoodie when I take it off later. I don't know how much time I'm going to spend back here. This is where I rode down my bike last night. Rode my bike down. I'm pretty tired. I woke up at 1 o'clock and could not get back to sleep for a long time. It was past 3 o'clock before I fell back asleep. And anyway, woke up cold and had to cover up some more, and then my alarm went off. Man, I'm rough this morning. I'm gonna go back in here. So I need to check into the management area, which is a nice app Mississippi has, since you got to check in and out of the management areas. It's on the phone. Just do it right there on the phone. You don't have to hit a check station or anything. So that's a nice app that Mississippi has for that purpose. I heard a gobble. It's out there a good ways. It's not close. But maybe with the cold weather, he'll hang out on the limb a little while. So I'm going to start working through the woods. He's gobbled again. And I'm closer. He's still a little ways off. I don't know if this is the initial one I heard and got somewhat near this morning. But there's one gobbling back, kind of back toward the road I came off of. Almost seems like he's going away from me. For a few minutes I thought there might be two, because one was close sounding, one was far. I'll try to get close. I just blew a bird off the roost. Look where the sun's at. Right up here. I bet that's the one I said I thought was the close one. I thought there were two. I bet that was him. The one gobbling is way over there. Way over there. Sounds like it's getting further and further. Like I'm losing ground on him. The close one was close. It was right there. There's the far one. Dang it. I I might run into a private land issue. The closer I get to this bird and the direction that he's at. But he's still gobbling sporadically, so I kind of think he's having trouble finding a hen. I mean, I'll be his hen. I like to party. So that bird I was trying to keep up with just got quieter and quieter. And I said I was going to have a problem with the private property possibly. So I said, let me go over there and look, see if there's a lot of times there's a road cut next to the private and the public. Well, look at this. Sure enough. And the public side, you see the undergrowth right in here? It's not bad. But look at this private side. A turkey could run right through that. But then I found turkey tracks. That joker was just running from me, and I'm back here dodging briars and junk. Pretty sure that dude just hit this road and went. It's good to know, though. So this morning, I think I was in the game a little bit, so that's encouraging. I am, however, still going to relocate. If I just don't get anything down there, I can come back here for Friday morning. If I'm just doing super terrible down there, I could come back here Thursday night, I guess. It's not that far away.